Hi, everybody. Welcome back to The Limit Breakdown, where we break down the latest in TV, movies, and everything going on in entertainment. I'm your host, Migs.
I'm Sid.
And today we're going to be doing our weekly roundup for the week ending on July 30th. So let's get the ball rolling on this, and let's get an update on those box office numbers.
The box office numbers. All
All
right. What you got for last week's box office numbers?
So Barbenheimer had another fantastic weekend.
Nice. I would imagine so.
Barbie is coming in at number one with a 93 million.
Nice.
On a second week.
Wow. Nice.
Yep. Followed at number two with Oppenheimer with 46.2 million.
Nice. And last week they were reversed, right? Oppenheimer was one.
No.
What was it? Oh.
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Barbie was number one last week. Yeah. Haunted Mansion, Disney's movie based on the ride.
The ride. I do want to see that.
24.2 million.
Nice. Is that opening week?
Yeah, opening week.
Okay,
opening
nice.
week for that. Yeah.
I do want to see that movie.
Sound of Freedom coming in at number 4 with 12.4 million.
Cool.
Seems to be garnering somewhat of a cult following.
Really? I do want to see it as somebody is
emphasis on cult. And number 5 is Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning with
awesome.
10.7 million.
Nice. Cool. Wow.
Yeah. So gonna go ahead and roll into the first of the topics. Disney is set to stop releasing DVD and Blu-rays in Australia, with a final release coming in August. So I thought it was an interesting topic of conversation because it's leading to how do you feel about going towards a strictly digital future when it comes to like media. It's one thing we've had this discussion before when it comes to games, but especially something like DVDs, Blu-rays, and stuff like that. Like I have a pretty big collection of DVDs. And there are certain movies that I wouldn't mind having like a physical copy of, but I don't know, with everything basically getting pushed onto streaming now, like I can sort of understand why that's being less of a focus.
So I'm actually on the complete opposite side of that spectrum.
Yeah.
So I like collecting games, but I was never a fan of having DVDs or Blu-rays.
Okay.
VHS, different thing, because I think it's more nostalgic for me. But like I was, like somebody gave me a huge stack of DVDs one time, and I was like, I don't want any of these, so I just gave it away.
Yeah.
This was a long time ago. Even till now, let's take any of my top 10 movies, I still would not get a DVD of them. I'm just not a fan. That's just not me to collect them. The only one that I have that I would cherish forever is Rush Hour 1 and 2. But that's about it. And it's just funny because I've had it forever. But yeah, I'm not a fan of DVD, so I am okay with that transition of having everything be digital. And I think it's a lot easier to view stuff now that everything is digital and streaming and everything. My question to you is there a particular reason that is Australia banning this, or is Disney's choice on their own?
Typically whenever big companies like Disney will try out like a new strategy, they'll usually test it in like a remote market, kind of
like Australia.
Like Australia. So just to kind of see what kind of results they
those
get.
crooks.
Well, it's like the whole Netflix thing when they started cracking down on the password sharing. They tried it out in Canada first. So,
Fair enough. Okay.
Moving on. The SAG-AFTRA strikes starting to claim its first entertainment casualties.
Oh no! First victim.
Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse has officially been removed from Sony's release calendar for 2024.
So yeah, I've heard it's indefinitely postponed.
Yeah, so
which
no,
kind of sucks.
Yeah, so no additional information. So it still may possibly get released in 2024, but there's no official date.
Not gonna lie, I am very disappointed about that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, there's other things like I think what is it? Kang Kang Dynasty got pushed back. I think Thunderbolts got pushed back. There was a few other things that have been impacted, and I mean, the longer it keeps going on, the more it's gonna impact. I've heard some rumblings about the only thing that SAG-AFTRA is authorizing is like independent films.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say because I know a lot of our friends are in the movie industry in different departments, and they're all at this point they're scared.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Yo, we need to get like regular jobs." And I'm like, so interesting. Wow, I'm saddened about that Spider-Man news.
Yeah,
Fair.
yep. All right, what you got?
Well, I do have one piece of information which I didn't know about this until recently. Did you know they're making a Tron 3?
Yeah, I'd heard about it.
So it's called Tron, I think Ares or something, or Ares. I don't know. Yeah, it's ARES.
Okay.
So it's called Tron Ares, and it's basically the next sequel after Tron Legacy. And the main actor is going to be Jared Leto.
Okay.
So Jared Leto is going to be Ares or Ares or however they're going to pronounce it in the movie. But it's so Tron 3 is happening. I don't know about you. I'm a huge Tron fan.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I never really got into it. So.
I understand. It's one of those things where I've noticed people either love Tron or they're like, it's not my jam. There's no in between.
Yeah, I mean, I've never seen it. So, yeah, sorry.
Tron, the first Tron was in the
the late 80s, right?
Yeah, it was like it was definitely out of the box movie. Really, really crazy movie. And then they made a sequel called Tron Legacy, which Daft Punk had the soundtrack of. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a great movie, but it wasn't bad. It's entertaining. But now that they're making the third one, I'm definitely excited.
Gotcha. Okay. Well. In the spirit of lists and how we love lists.
Lists.
Apparently at sometime in June, the Rolling Stones magazine decided that they were going to make a list of the top 50 superhero movies of all time.
Oh, interesting.
So,
I'm actually excited for this one. Okay.
So this is, I thought it was right up our alley.
So hold on before you start. So as in so would Iron Man 1, 2, and 3 be classified as one movie, or would it be like Iron Man 1 would be a different?
Yeah. Each movie got its own entry. All right, so I'm gonna hit you with the top 10.
All right,
and some honorable mentions.
All right, fair enough.
All right,
let's go with top 10.
So, this is according to I guess the staff at Rolling Stone. Okay. So at number 10, The Incredibles.
Good movie. Okay. Great movie.
Number 9, Wonder Woman. The first one.
Yep, that was a good one.
Number 8, Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
Number 7, The Dark Knight.
Oh, okay, fair.
Number 6, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Considering the fact that Dark Knight is 7, you said?
Uh-huh.
I'm very confused as to I think I know what one of the top 3 are going to be. Okay. I think it's going to be...
All right.
All right.
Number 5.
5.
Superman, the 1978 one. The Christopher Reeves, Superman 1. Number 4, Avengers End Game.
Yes.
Number
4.
Number 3, Logan.
Oh, okay.
Number 2, Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire one. And
what?
And number 1, Black Panther. Yeah, I know. I had some feelings.
Okay, Black Panther, I think should have been in the top 10. Definitely not number 1. Spider-Man 2.
It was a really good one. It would have been in my top 10. I don't know if it would have been in my top 5.
I think it was a good movie. I don't think it was a great movie. I think Endgame, I thought Endgame was going to be in the top 3.
Yeah.
I was expecting Endgame to be in the top 3.
Well, it was number 4, so.
So that's fine. And Superman, Christopher Reeve, that was a very iconic movie at the time.
Yeah.
So
all right, here was some notable mentions, some listings that I thought were interesting. Iron Man 1 was number 11.
Yeah, that should have been higher.
Yeah, I think so too. Unbreakable was number 32.
Unbreakable.
It's Bruce Willis, Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay. The I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like the breaking glass or
yeah.
Okay, I did not know it was a
Man. Yeah.
superhero.
Yeah, it was.
Okay, fair enough.
Number 46, Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Okay,
and
I can see that.
And number 41, The Avengers. I would have put The Avengers in my top 10.
I would put The Avengers in my top 20. It was a great movie, and it definitely kickstarted the MCU to what it is. Technically, so did Iron Man, but yeah.
I would have put Dark Knight in my top 5.
Yeah, Dark Knight should have
actually.
been
You know
5.
what? We got to stop talking about this. We have to make our own our own list for next week.
I have some thoughts about that one, but okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. And then did you have anything else?
No, that's all I got for this week.
All right, so I want to kick off a new segment for this week. And this is going to be our weekly comic book pickups. So I did a little bit of research on some upcoming comic books that are going to be released. If you don't know much about comic book releases, they typically get dropped on Wednesdays.
Mm-hmm.
So this coming Wednesday, August 2nd, is going to be a new batch of comics released.
Nice.
And these are a couple that I found interesting.
Okay.
That I thought I'd mention. So we have Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1. Hallows Eve attempts to free Chasm from his prison in Limbo. If you haven't been keeping up with the storyline in Amazing Spider-Man, pretty good so far. Although some choices have been made that I'm not too fond of, but we'll get into that. The Last Ronin, Lost Years Part 5. So it's the conclusion to the prequel series based on The Last Ronin. So The Last Ronin was a Ninja Turtle story that focused on Who knows? No spoilers, but one of the turtles survives and the others don't. Well, they made a series that was supposed to take place shortly before The Last Ronin to kind of fill in a little bit of the story gap.
Nice.
So this is the conclusion to the 5-part miniseries for that.
Gotcha. Nice. I will have to. Yeah, I've been waiting. I forgot they had done that. I'm waiting to when it drops. I'll probably get it all together because it's one of my favorite storylines.
Yeah. The Walking Dead Deluxe number 68. So The Walking Dead Deluxe is a reprint of the original comic run of The Walking Dead, but it's in color. You know, the original run of The Walking Dead comics came out in black and white.
Gotcha.
They started re-releasing all of the original run of the comics, starting from issue 1 going all the way till the end of the series, and they're up to issue number 68. This is the issue where Aaron gets introduced to the group and he tells them about the Alexandria community. So if you're a fan of the Walking Dead show, never read the comics.
I only got to season 3.
Huh?
I only got to season 3.
Well, the comics are better. Like
that's always better.
The comics are better.
9 times out of 10, the book is better.
So yeah. And then the fourth one I wanted to highlight is a What If Marvel book.
Ooh.
What If Dark Venom. This is basing on what if what if the Venom symbiote bonded with Ben Grimm of the Fantastic Four?
That seems very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's our list of upcoming comics to watch. You got anything else?
Nope. That's all I got this week.
Actually, I have one more thing.
One more thing.
So, Barbie hit a major milestone this week. It is approaching close to $750 million in the worldwide box office, and is just probably a few days away from crossing over the billion dollar mark. So, the people over at Mattel and Warner Brothers are very happy.
Yeah.
So much so that they think Barbie might have just offset whatever money they would have lost on the Flash. But the reason I bring it up is because Mattel and Warner Brothers are supposedly working on a slew of other IPs based on their famous toys. So Hot Wheels is supposedly something that's got something in the works, and what is his name? Daniel Kaluuya from Black Panther. He was one of the tribesmen. And he was also in Get Out.
Never saw it.
Okay. Either way,
he wasn't in Baku, was he?
No.
No. Okay.
Well, anyway, Daniel Kaluuya is said to be working on a script for a Barney. Yes, that Barney.
I love you.
Yes, for a Barney movie that is going to have quote unquote adult themes. I don't know what that means.
I'm pretty sure Barney had adult themes behind the camera.
And I'm terrified.
Is it going to be like one of those Winnie the Pooh
horror
movie type situations? No. But okay, well.
Yeah, so we were joking about the MCU last week, the Mattel Cinematic Universe, but I think it's they're taking the ball and running with it.
Oh, man. I feel like Super Smash Bros. Is about to happen next.
You know what? I mean, we got a Sonic and a Mario movie.
I know.
They're working on a Legend of Zelda movie, so...
Yeah, basically, that's going to happen.
Smash Bros. Are going.
Fair. Well, thank you guys for watching. If we missed anything or there are some news updates that you would like to add, put it in the comments below.
And as always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Keep on interacting. It helps with the algorithm, and we appreciate you guys for tuning in. Stay tuned for more content.